everyone, it's Margaret here. I'm back to show you my doll projects that I've been working on. But before I get started on that, I just wanted to show you some of the little dollies that I find from time to time that I've used in these projects before. And just so you get an idea of what you can use. There's this type of dolly that I found again at the thrift shop, and these have the entire body with the cloth body that's stuffed, but the face and head and arms are porcelain or ceramic. So there's that type. Or sometimes you find these little angels or half bodies of these little ladies. And the only thing with this one is that you have to kind of create your own base for this. And I usually do that with either a paper towel holder, give it a little bit of weight inside so that it's stable. And then what you have to do is adhere these onto your platform, and that will consist of, what I do is I cut a circle depending how big you want your skirt to be, and a strip of fabric. You're going to sew it together, and once it's sewed together, you're going to get like a tube with a flat bottom. I put a piece of round cardboard at the base to give it some body, and then you're just going to stuff the inside, and you're going to find a way to create a base so that you can glue the little dolly down. And then stuffing it, you're going to create the skirt and then gather it at the waist, and it's going to form the big skirt. And then you can use it as a stick pin or a stick pin holder or a pin holder, whatever you want, or you can just leave it to admire or put on display. So that's the type of dolly that I use. They're not all the same. It just depends on what you find when you're thrifting. So that's a little bit of what I do with the doll base. And I'll come back to you and share the first doll with you now. Okay, dolly number one is from the movie Cinderella. When I saw the movie, it inspired me to make this beautiful gown for one of my dollies. And as you can see, I tried to replicate the dress as much as possible. And I've used this beautiful sparkly blue see-through fabric on the bottom. And then I covered it with this coordinating blue tulle on the top. And if I zoom in, you can see that her face and the bodice has got little butterflies on it, like the original Cinderella dress. And then I had this cute little shoe that I've covered in glitter sparkle and crystals, and I placed that in her hand, and that's why I'm calling this one Cinderella and her shoe. And then I'll show you the back. I'll just spin it around, and you can see that her gown is full all the way around, and it's just luscious. I love the Cinderella gown in the movie, and as I said, I really wanted to make a doll wearing that particular dress. So you can see how it sparkles all around, and that's Cinderella and her shoe. The next dolly is actually a Marie Antoinette look-alike. She is wearing a beautiful gown with a beautiful ruffle skirt, inner skirt. And then on the outside, I've used this beautiful wedding dress applique and actually fabric to create her gown. And then using snippets from the same fabric, I made this little scalloped edge all around, and you can see that it has these beautiful sequins that just sparkle and sparkle all around. And then I made this little fan and placed it in her hand. She has some beautiful puffy sleeves, a high collar, and her hair was actually, I did modify the hair. I had made it originally, but it it was like a beehive. It was so much hair that I had to actually cut it down and modify it. And then I made this little headpiece with this crystal brooch in the center, a little bit of feather, and there's our Marie Antoinette. Okay, and the next dress is, or the next doll is made using like a lavender colored taffeta fabric for her gown, the base. And it's all gathered all around. And then I use this piece from a sari. It's all beautifully beaded and embroidered. And I've used that as a little focal point for the dress in the front. And then using the same piece, I made her a little bolero jacket with little sleeves, a matching headband, and I put a little bouquet in her hand for a little added interest. And this one's all fancy schmancy. I took the ruffles and I made this piece, again using this heavily embroidered piece for the center. It just adds a lot of interest. It's a little bit different, as I said. And then turning it around, it has this beautiful ruffle train that I've repeated all around. And then using some nice big bows on either side and the back. Again, using the little sparkle embroidery in the center of the bows. And let's see, what else have we got here? Again, just ruffles and this little sequined and beading on the bottom here. So it just sparkles, and she's a pretty little girl. That's that one. Feel like I'm doing a fashion show. This pretty little doll was actually an Ashton Drake doll that I found again while thrifting, and the detail in her face is just gorgeous. I love the detail. And I had this fabric that was from a gown. I took it apart and I made her gown out of it, and it's I don't know if you can see, but it's just full of sparkle, beading, and sequins and pearls in this beautiful, I think it's like I don't even know what color to call it, but it's like a very light peachy. It's got a little bit of lavender. I just can't describe the color, but it's absolutely stunning. I know the video doesn't do this justice, but when I've had these dolls all on my dining room table, and every once in a while I would just go look at them just for the turn on the light, just so I could see the sparkle in their dresses. And I can just spin her around, and you can see that her dress is full all around, again with some beading and snippets to embellish, and this gorgeous headpiece that she's wearing in the crystals. And this was actually a part of a necklace that it reminded me of a mirror, so I thought I'd put that in her hand. And then I like to show my hubby the projects that I'm working on, and he gave me this marvelous idea. He said, why don't you take a picture of her face and actually create a reflection in the mirror? So I did that, and I thought that was quite clever. And there she's got some danglies from her headpiece, a little necklace that I made, and again, she's just a beautiful, beautiful little girl. There's that one. Okay, and the next one, I'm calling her Sophistication. I used again this beautiful beaded fabric. Now, once in a while you will find something like this at a thrift shop or a flea market or wherever. Sometimes I even look in the fabric store remnants to find these exclusive pieces of beaded fabrics that you don't see every day. And that's what I like about it. It's unique and the colors are different. So I've picked up some of the colors in the actual embroidery and used a satin lining in the same coordinating color. And as you can see, this is like a silk chiffon train that she has, and I've used little snippets from the embroidery, cut out little pieces and added it all around her gown. And here you can see that her back piece here has this little, again, a little snippet from the embroidered piece that I've used as a little highlight for the back of her dress. And I'll spin her around again, and as you can see on her arm, she is carrying a beautiful mink stole. This is real mink, actually. I had a mink hat that I cut up, and I used it to put on her arm, and I really love it. This one really sparkles as well. She has a boat style neckline on that, and her jewelry, and then I made this pretty little headband with this crystal piece for her hair, and that's that one. Okay, and last but not least, I think this one might be my favorite, simply because it's just so sparkly. It has again, this was a fancy ladies evening top. And I've kept it and finally put it to good use. It had the scallops on the bottom, which I've used to actually create this tiered style in her gown. And then I've used again the wedding dress applique, which was avocado dyed all around, again all sparkly. Repeated the embroidery piece on the side, and then on the back have these little peachy colored coordinating ruffles that I used as like a bustle. And again, using the two beaded embroidery piece, I put that on the back so that you've got sparkle every which way you turn her. And then she's got the beautiful little puffed sleeves, and I made this tiny little matching handbag for her. But what I love most of all is her little tiara in this beautiful crystals that just sparkle and sparkle. And I've added some other crystals as well, just to finish off some of these applique pieces. So that's that dolly, and I think that's the last one for now. So anyway, I really had a great time making these. They do take a lot of time, but I hope you'll give this a go. If you ever find the little dolls, grab them, because you might not make it today, but you'll be inspired to make one at some point, and then you have it ready to go. So hope you enjoyed my dollies, ladies, and I will be back to share with you more projects soon. Thanks for watching as always, and bye for now.